So guys, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sure. So yesterday, basically, we have covered about few of the data types that we have. Today, I will cover. Today, I will go more details, like into more details, where I'll be covering some statements, if, else, elif, and a portion of a loops as well that we will start. So let me tell you. So it has been 8:35 only. So I guess we should start. Just give me a moment.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, you said you'll be telling us about the schedule today.
Yeah.
The flow. Yeah.
Today I'll tell you about the schedule. So today we will be covering about the if statements and bit about loops. Tomorrow I will be covering about the details of the today I'll start the loops, and tomorrow we will be covering the loops in more detail, and we will be going into the data frame objects. Just give me a moment. Let me write it down so that it will be clear to you guys. Just give me a moment. So
And also, sir, you'll be sharing the notes as well, right?
yeah, so I'll tell you the link where the notes have been uploaded. Don't worry, I'll share the schedule with you today only. Today I'll be covering the loops. Tomorrow I'll be finishing. Today I'll be starting with the statements and the loops. Tomorrow I'll be finishing the loops, and then I'll be going to the CSV data frames, Python, some detailed Python functions and libraries that I'll go to. So this is the schedule that I have for this week. Today is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This is the thing that I'll be covering for these 3 days. I'll write it down as well during the session. Can we start?
Yes.
Okay, I'll say num is equal to int, say, sorry, I'll say input. I'll say enter any number. For example, if I'll do this, what it will do? It will ask a number from the user, and automatically that number the user enters will be converted into an integer. So if I'll say 12.5, it will be 12 only. I'll say 12, for example. Let us enter. So it is fine. So the data type int that we have seen yesterday, there's another use of it. So I'll start with the thing. I'll copy this. I'll paste it here. I'll tell you. So another statement is basically okay. So the statement that we normally see is if statement. What do we mean by if statement? If statement means if a condition is fine, then it goes into that statement, else it will not go into that statement. So it basically says if day is equal to Wednesday, then I will go for this, else I will not. So this statement will only be executed if the day is Wednesday. So I'll say input any number. I'll tell you the simple if statement. If I'll say if num ampersand 2 equal to 0, print number is even. Let's example, a very simple program. This means the reminder of whatever I'll be getting with this number, If it is 0, this means number is even, else the number is odd. So I'm just passing the if statement and I'll start with it. I'll say run it. It will say enter the number. I'll say 12. It will say number is even. Let's example, let me execute it again. And number I'll say 13. Then what it will do? It will not do anything. Same is a thing that we have been seeing in get yesterday when it was not working. Because I have not defined that statement here. So another is, if I'll say, another
So
is
can you
this.
please explain the if statement once again?
Yeah, sure.
You can just explain it here itself.
Okay, yeah.
That's better.
So yeah, so the thing is, if I'll say, so okay, if okay, so you want to understand this statement, you're clear with if, but you want to
Yeah,
understand it in
yeah,
Python,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, sure. So it will say if num, like whatever value user is inputting, ampersand 2, if it is being divided by 2, whatever the remainder will be is 0, then print the number is even. So that is the thing I've written. If num ampersand 2 equal to 0, print number is even. So that's the thing I have written here. Is it fine? So here one is num ampersand 2. This means number, whatever the user is giving, if we'll divide it by 2, what will be the remainder? If the remainder is say 100, 2, 3, whatever the remainder is. I'm just checking on the remainder. The percentage is used for the remainder. What will be the remainder that I'll be getting? Another important thing which you guys have to note is, if I say if num ampersand 2 is equal to 0, if I'll write the statement, let's example, if num ampersand 2 is not equal to, this sign of not equal to, is not equal to 1, we put colon here, and if I'll say enter, this automatically takes the indices, which means it automatically takes the value into consideration, that whenever the new value that I have been entering, it is executed within the if statement. If I'll press backspace, then this statement, this thing will not be executed in the if statement. So indentation is here. If I'll say enter, it will automatically put me into the indentation, where I will say, like, the statement which I've been writing will be executed in the if statement. So let's example, if I'll say print number is even, and I'll say print thanks, and I'll say print welcome. So what will happen now? I'll say run. So it will say number is 13. So it is not like giving, if the remainder is not, if the remainder is 1, so it is not coming into this statement. It only is only executing welcome, because this welcome is outside the if statement, because the indentation is not like this. The indentation is like this. Are you guys fine? Or in case of any doubt, do let me know. I'll explain again.
Sir, didn't understand the norm, that condition.
This one.
Yeah, sir, this one.
If I'll say any number that I've been entering, the number I have entered is 13. Okay, I'll say like this. Okay, I'll keep this on pause. I'll say if num equal to 2, print 2. That's example. So this is clear. If number, whatever user is entering is 2, then we'll print 2. Okay. Now if I'll run this, the number user is entering is 2. That's example. It will say 2 because this statement is nothing but if whatever number the user has entered is 2, then it will print 2, else it will not print anything. If I'll run it again, I'll say run, number is say 5, I'll say enter, it will not print anything because the statement is whatever value the user is giving, entering, it is being converted into integer and coming to num as a variable num. And if I'm saying if num, whatever value user is entering is equal to 2, then print 2, else nothing. Is this clear? Then I'll come to the upper one.
So what is the use of input here?
Input is we are asking something from the user. So let's example, if I'll say num is equal to 2, let's example. And if I'll do like this, then it will say 2, fine. But here I have given the value of 2 as the value to this number. So let's example, if I'll say num int, so here if I'll simply say int and input enter any number, I'll say run. So it will, okay, sorry. Let's say run. So I'll say any number, say I'll say 2 or say 90. That's example. So if I'll say enter, what happened? Nothing happened. The number has not been stored anywhere. So whatever, so it has been entered, it has been taken as a string. So it has been taken as a string. It has a quotes over it. But if I'll say int, here, let's example. And I'll run this. Enter number as 90. Now there is no like single quotes over it because int is required to convert whatever value the user is entering into an integer that we have seen yesterday. And if I'll say num or I'll say k, whatever, and I'll assign this statement to it. So whatever value the user is entering is being stored to k. Say, let's example like this. Say 34.
So if you don't write int, then input could be a string as well, right?
Input will be string only.
No, if you don't write int.
Yeah, then the input will be string only by default.
No, but in this case, this is an integer.
No, why this is integer? Because I have written int. So let me show you. I'll say input enter any number. I'll say run. The user enters say 99 and enter. So it is being coming is in quotes, which means whatever user is giving is being converted into a string.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you don't write int, then it will be a string.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Anybody, any doubts? So okay, so now coming back to this statement, here I'll say num int input enter number. Whatever the number user enters, it is being converted into integer and it is being stored to num as a variable. I'll say if num ampersand 2, that is if I'll divide the number by 2 and remainder is not equal to 1, remainder is not 1, then the number is even as a then the number is even. Then I said thanks and I'll say print welcome. So what does it mean? It means that whenever I enter this thing, whenever I put this thing into this, so whenever I'll say the if statement has an indentation. So let me say I started this if statement from here. If whatever condition I have written, I'll stop it with colon. This means the if statement has finished. Now the cursor will automatically come here. here. Here I'll write a statement that if this if is executed, what will be the statement? And if I'll again press enter, cursor will come here, because Python is getting that I am still executing the if statement. If I'll press backspace, then it will go here, which means this condition will not be the part of the if statement. This condition is totally out of it. So that's the thing which we have seen here. If input enter any number, if num percentage 2 not equal to 1, then print number is even, print thanks, print welcome. So this statement, even if the if statement is executed or not, but this statement will always be executed. And these two statements are executed as a part of the if statements. Are you guys with me? Anybody, any doubt? Sorry, come again.
Yes, sir, got it now.
So anybody, any doubt? So in case anybody has any doubt, do let me know right now, because it's a beginning only, and I want to make the doubts clear.
So,
Yeah.
in cell number 70, sir, whether we will give any input or not, but welcome will always be executed. So, if in cell number 70 we haven't given any input, na sir.
Yeah. So let's example. I'll do this. So this statement and this statement, these are independent statements. These are not based on any condition, but these two statements are based on this condition. So even if I'll say run, enter a number, I escape it, then the error will come. Why? Because invalid literal, because I have entered space in it, and that is invalid. Are you with me? If I enter, say, like this, and I'll say enter. This is invalid literal for int. So any value that has a chance to be, that has a feasibility to be converted into integer, will be the value that this will accept. So where is cell number? Okay. So if I'll say run, enter any number, I'll say Akash. Just give me a second. I'll say Akash, and enter. So invalid literal, because it is not being converted to integer. So this is also dependent on the user, but the value user is entering. After, when we go a bit deeper into it, we'll see the statements, like in case of any error, how do we deal with it. But till now, that's the thing. Okay, so these two statements are independent. Let's example, I'll say run, enter a number, I'll say 10, I'll say enter. This will print all three statements. If I'll say if num equal to 1, then print one, print thanks, print welcome. So now, if the user will enter something, let's example run, user enters the number as 3. What will be the answer now in this case? What will be the output?
So it will not give an. It will be blank, sir. I think.
So won't it print welcome? Because this welcome is not based on any condition. This welcome is independent. It will say welcome, because this welcome is not there in the. This is out of the if statement.
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
Everybody clear, or anybody has any doubts?
Clear, sir.
Okay. If I'll say age is equal to int enter your age, and here I will say if age less than 18, print you don't have voting rights. Now when I've been pressing enter, it is coming here. So if I need to escape this if statement, I need to press backspace. I'll say else. Similar to if else. Enter. This is coming into the else. Here indentation is very important, which system will tell you automatically. I'll say print you can vote. Example. If I'll enter on this, and if I'll say like this, print thanks, and I'll say print you have used if else. So let's example. I'll run this. If I'll enter 23, what will be the output?
Sir, you have used
You
if
can vote.
What will be the output? Come
You
again.
can vote. You can vote.
That's it, or any other thing as well?
You can vote and the outer print statement, sir.
So won't it give you thanks?
No, yes, you can vote thanks and you have used if else. These three output would be there.
Okay. Something. Yes, you can vote. Some problem. Okay, please give me a second. Okay, sorry. I'll say run. I'll say 23. I'll say enter. You can vote thanks. You have used if else. So if I'll say, if I'll again run this, if I'll say 17, what will be the output?
The first one, sir, you don't have voting rights.
That's it. Or
The
thanks
And
will
the
print you.
last one also, I forgot that. The last one is.
Yeah, you have used if else like this, because here the indentation makes it clear that these are the conditions for else, and this is the condition for if, and this is the condition that is independent of each other. This is not a condition. With me? Anybody, any doubts? Okay, I'll go. I'll say n is equal to int input pass any number. I'll say like this. I'll say if n ampersand 3 equal to 0 and n ampersand 5 equal to 0, print number is divisible by 3 and 5. print thanks, else print number is not divisible by 3 and 5, and I'll say sorry, print thank you. Okay, I'll say run it. I'll say 15. What will be the output?
First one, number is divisible by 3 and 5. Thanks.
Okay, I'll say this. Sorry, enter 3 and 5. Thanks. So here I want to explain you the operator in Python. So if I'll say there are various operators in Python. Plus, so I'll show you. Minus, these are the like the thing double equal to and equal to that we have seen yesterday. I'll say logical operator and or note. So in Python we need to write it in a very simple statement like and or and note in simple English kind of a statement. So now if it is clear, I'll just give you a small exercise to you guys and I'll give you 5-7 minutes as well. So what you need to do, you need to design a small program where if the number is either divisible by 3 or by 5, then you have to specify with which number that number is divisible with, either 3 or 5. You have to pass any number which can be divisible by 3 and 5 both, or 3 or 5. So whatever will be the answer, like if the number is divisible by 3 and 5, it will give you the output that the number is divisible by 3 and 5 only. In case it is divisible by 3, you need to say it is divisible by 3. In case it is divisible by 5, then you need to say it is divisible by 5. In case it is both, then you can say it is divisible by 3 and 5 both, or like whatever. So let me write it down. If any number is divisible by 3 or 5, then the output should be telling that with which number it is are you fine? Just give it a try. I'm fine if you'll give it a try on a simple pen and paper. In case you don't have the PC, you're attending it over the phone as well. So just try it by a pen and paper or whatever is comfortable for you, and do let me know.
Okay. Sir, can I ask a small doubt?
Yeah, please.
Like how can we restrict user from entering negative number?
So we have some functions like np.absolute. In case the user enters, so you can pass it in the if statement. If that n is less than say 0, then it is being converted into anything, or it prompts an error message. So we have these statements like try, catch, exception statements that will basically tell you that if the user enters, like the same example that we have seen, if the user is not entering integer, then that thing will not be accepted. So we have certain statements into that. We'll cover those. So, but right now this is simple program which you need to write.
Okay, sir.
I'll give you 5 minutes. Just give it a try. I'm here only. Hi team, are we done?
Yes, sir. Sir, we can use Elsif in between.
We can use.
Elsif.
Yeah, you can use anything. Here it's not as if here I have not told you what is that, so that's why I wanted you guys to try.
Sir,
So
Elif, it's Elif.
yeah, here it is Alif. So, but we can do it without Alif as well. So let me. Okay, in case any of you have tried it, then you can let me know. I'll keep on writing. Anybody who thinks that the code is fine can just let me know, and I'll keep on typing.
Sir, I done in my laptop.
Please tell me. Please read the statement which you have written.
Okay. If and modulus 3 double equals to 0 and
Hmm.
and modulus 5 double equal to 0
And n modulus
5,
5 equal to 0,
then print number is divisible by 3 and 5 both.
I'll just say 3 and 5 both.
Sir, first we have to get input. So number
Okay, don't worry about the input. I'll
only
just copy this.
okay.
That is fine.
Elif, now Elif.
Alif.
N modulus 3 double equals to 0.
Okay. So basically, whenever you pass a statement, then it should be in else. Okay. So the thing is, do I put it in this loop only, or do I put it outside this loop?
Outside this loop, sir. Outside this loop, Elif N modulus
This
3.
one?
Yes. Elif.
Alif.
N modulus 3 double equals to 0.
Okay. Hmm.
Then print divisible by only 3.
Okay. Now
Elif outside this loop. Elif N modulus 5 double equals to 0. Print only 5.
so now if the number is divisible by both, okay, I'll say execute this statement. I'll say 15. It is saying 3 and 5 both. That is fine. If I'll say 10, 5. If I'll say 9, it will say 3. That is fine. So everybody understood this, or has anybody any doubt?
Sir, what is the difference between Lf and Elsif?
So here Elsif and Alif is same, but the way to write Elsif is Alif only. So this syntax is, instead of Elsif we use Alif.
Okay, thank you.
So I'll say,
Sir,
so the
but
thing which I want to tell you, yeah.
You wrote that if any number is divisible by 3 or 5. So we have used and over here, na? We haven't used or.
Yeah. So there are different ways. So one of the another way which I've been explaining you is this one. So there are different ways. Definitely, I'm not saying that number that the thing that you have used is not right. So it is saying 3 or 5. Okay. So then, so this or thing is being is covered here. 3 or 5 is the thing that is being. So there are different ways to write it. So I'll say if n ampersand 3 equal to 0, I'll say like this. I'll say if n, then it will check if n ampersand 5 equal to 0, like this. I'll say uh, print by 3 and 5. Okay, I'll say else print by 3 and I'll say else print by 5. So the different ways to write it actually. So here it is a nested if statement which I have written. So the only thing which I want to make you understand is if any else is associated with this if, then this will come in this indentation only. If any if is associated with this else, then it will come to this indentation, if else. So that's the thing I actually wanted to explain you. But yeah, the upper method is also fine. So, but we have a different methods for this thing. We can use the or statement as well. We can do a number of things like permutation combinations, depending how you're thinking. It's fine.
Sir, here we also use elif. You only use else print 5. In
Sorry, come
second
again.
method. In second method, you have to use elif.
No, so Alif is basically a thing. So what is Alif?
Sir,
If
print if n is equal to suppose 8, it will print by 5.
okay, let me see. Yeah. You're right. You're right. N equal to percent 3. Okay. Just give me a second. 5 print. Oh, just give me a second. If it is 5, then 5 by 3 and 5, then I'll say 5. Here I'll say 3. So let's example, I'll run this. I'll copy this. I'll say, yeah, you're right. So I'll say run. I'll say 8. It will say by 3. So what should I do to close it? I'll say like this. Now it is fine. So 9 is, it is saying 5. Okay. Okay, just give me a second. If I'll
Sir,
say,
can I share my screen with you?
so screen sharing is not permitted for you guys, I guess. Let me see. I'll say 9. So by 3. if I'll say run again, okay, sorry, I have done it wrong. By 3, it is by 3, else it will come as 5, else in 5 to 3, it will be 3 by 5, else it will come as 5 only. So you can just tell me the statement and I'll keep on writing. So, but I guess let me try if the screen sharing is visible.
I guess you can enable screen sharing.
How can I do that?
Because when I clicked on share screen, the message read as host disabled participant screen sharing.
Yeah, so actually the thing is I am not, so let if you're seeing my screen, so I don't have the rights to enable you guys. So just have a look. These are the options which I have. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I don't have any option to enable you screen sharing. So it says that, but that was basically not in my hand.
I cannot see your screen. I can see the Jupyter screen on your system.
Okay. So let me see. Pause recording, stop recording, meeting info, disable annotation for others, hide names for annotation, hide floating meeting controls, optimize for video clip. That's it. Let me again see in case I have any other option. Invite is other option I have. So even I don't have the rights to share, like make you presenter. So okay, let me stop my sharing and I'll see if it comes. So now can you try it?
No, the same message is popping up.
Okay, just give me a second. Share screen. Okay, can you share now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, please show it.
Can you see it?
Yeah. So yeah, it's same. Like you can use if, Alif, and Alif again, and you say if n equal to 3, print dual with 3. This if doesn't have else statement. First if and second if has the else statement. Yeah, it is also right. It is also fine. So what I've been trying to do, I've been trying to solve it with the nested ifs. So that's the thing which I've been trying. So this is the method which can be done. I'm fine with it. So the thing is, I have been trying to solve it with nested ifs. So actually, I want to show you how the nested if works.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I share? Yeah, please. Anybody sharing his screen?
Yes, sir, but actually someone is sharing right now.
It is not sharing. Just give me a second. Let me try again. Even I don't know like why it is not allowing you to share. Just give me a second. Participant, participants. Can you share it right now?
Yes, sir.
Please share.
So you are seeing? Hello.
So I cannot see it. No, I can.
So it is
Yeah,
not visible.
now I can see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. I can see it. It's fine. I am with you. So let me share mine and we'll solve it together. Just give me a second. Okay. I'll share my screen. So I've been showing, I've been doing it with the nested ifs. So if I'll say if n ampersand 3 equal to 0 and 5, then it will say, because this is and only, this statement, if I use it here, like one within the other, it is and only. I'll say 3 by 5. If it is not, it has entered into the 5 loop, it has not entered into the 5 loop, so it will say it will divisible by 5. But if it has entered into the 3 loop, then it will only say print only 3. So this if has this statement, and this if will have this and else statement. So let me try this. I'll say run, I'll say 9, say enter. So it is saying by 5 and by 3. If n ampersand 5, it is saying 5 and 3, else it is saying print by 5. So actually it should not say by 5, it should say 3 only. So that's the thing which we have been solving. So I'll say,
So please enter number
so
15
this
there.
nested if, I'll say run, I'll say 9 by 5 and by 3 it is saying. Let's all together solve it. If if n ampersand 5 equal to 0, print by 3 and help print by 5. By both, then it is by 3 and 5. Else will say by 3. So I guess it will not be solved with the nested ifs, because one of the statement will always get missed. That is 5. Because if it is 5, then it will become 3 and 5 both. Are you getting me?
Sir, you can do with in else statement. You have to put another condition if else.
Yeah. In this I can put the another condition, but I will try to solve it with single this with
Okay,
if.
I got
That's
it.
a,
If condition. Okay.
so here I can put if and I can solve it. So that's the thing we have shown over the screen, and we have seen over here as well multiple ways. So I've been trying to solve it with this, but I guess it is not possible. So upper method or any other if and all of the things will have to work. So here I can put if it is 3, then 3, also all this thing I can do. But the way to optimize the programming is use the very less statements and try to solve the maximum of the problem. That was the thing which I've been trying to do, but it's fine if it is not being done by this way. I'm fine with it. We can try the ways that you guys have tried. So yeah, another thing is this only, which I need to explain, the Alif statement. So anybody want me to explain the Alif statement? Or so Alif is nothing but else if. So a single if, in case it has multiple else, then we can use the Alif statement. So the same the way that we have used over the top. Is it fine with everyone? Alif statement.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I'll say Uh, okay, so this is a if else statement only. So now after these are the simple statements. Once we'll come to, so there can be many examples to this. So what we can do is, now we can start with a simple loops over here, like the for loop, range, and some of the other things as well. So I'll start with the loops. Can I start with the loops now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, what is loop in Python? So do you guys know what is loop? Everybody? Or do you want me to explain what are loops in Paintbrush first?
Yes, sir.
Like, what do you mean by yes? You mean you want me to explain, or you know what is loop?
No, I want you to explain.
Okay. Okay. So whenever we need iterations, in Python, we use loop. Let's example, if I'll say till the time I won't be of age 18, I will not be allowed to drive, say, the bike or the car. Let's example. So here, the till the time person keeps on entering the age. If I'll say uh, till the time the user does not enter the number that is 30, the statement will not be printed. That's example. So what do we do with that? We use the loop statement over here. So I'll show you. The thing is for loop. So the loops are of basically different types, like the for loop, the while and loop. Many loops are here, but the most important is the for loop. If I'll say for I, so let me show you. If I'll say for, I'll say n is equal to 10. For I in n, print I. If I'll run this, I in, okay, let's give me a second. I in,
So a bit tight.
sorry, just give me a second. N is equal to 10. What wrong I've written here? For, okay. I'll say n. So I actually need an element with the help of which it can traverse. So I'll say n is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. That's example. So this is a list I passed for I in n, print n. So
print I.
sorry, print I, because I is the thing that we haven't traversed. What we are doing here, we are actually executing a loop that it will iterate n. Whatever elements we have in n, it will keep on iterating those, and it will print the value of I. So first the value of I will be 10, then the value of I will be 20, then the value of I will be 30, then the value of I will be 40. So this is the way how it will be, how it will be traversing. Any idea, any doubt till here? So okay, let's example. I want it to print 1 to 10 statements, like 1 to 10 number. So what should I do? What should I do? I'll say for I in range 1 to 10. The thing that I've been trying to solve here.
Sir, I.
Oh, sorry. Range 1 to 10. Print I. So I'll say run. It will say 1 to 9. It will print. So it will start from the initial, but it will not go to the last one. If I'll say, okay, just give me a second. Let me explain with a different way. For I in range 10, print I. So every time it starts from 0. The index in Python starts from 0. But what I have mentioned here over the top, I mentioned I explicitly wanted it to start from 1. So it has started from 1 and it had gone through 10, not covering the 10, the thing that we have seen yesterday as well. So here as well, it has started from 0 and not gone to 10. That is the value till 9. With me or any doubt? If I'll say range, so this will give error. Why? Range. And if I'll say do this, but it will give. But it will give k. I'll say range. So it will not store any values because this is a range. So this is the output that we have. So I'll say print I. So it has been executing the values one by one. So here it has stored it is in a string format like the range 0 to 10, but it has not like taken the values like this because it is the value that can be traversed one by one. So that's why I mentioned for I in range 10. So it will iterate from 0 till the time 10 comes, not covering the 10.
Sir, what is the type of K?
Type of
K.
so here you can check it. Range only, but it is not like because this whenever we mention it, so even I don't know what is the type range. So it will be something in the Python. I am only aware about the types that we have seen yesterday. So it is also new to me. So the thing is, the thing which I wanted to explain is it will not have the capability to traverse. It will not store the values from like 0 to 10. To traverse the value that are being stored in a range are through for loop only, where I will mention it like this. Any doubt, anybody?
So can it traverse with the float value also like 10.2 or 10.5 something?
So here it won't be. So if I'll say 10.5. So no, because this will accept the integer. Range is a thing that accepts the integers. But we have very different ways with the alpha which we can traverse through the float values, like it will have any function. Normally we use this range function very often in Python. because in case I want to traverse through any of the value in any of the data, that it is being traversed through range only, which is the integer, the value 1, the value 2, the value 3, line item number 1, line item number 2 or 3. So we always go with that only. So that's why this traversing happens in range, which accepts the integers.
Okay, sir.
So let's say, if I'll say for val in Python print val, what will be the output?
Python.
Anybody else? Or it will give some error?
It will give error, sir.
Or it will give PYTHON separately?
Sir, it will give every character in new line. PYTH.
Yeah, why?
Because this string and character wise it will iterate.
It will traverse character wise. So I'll say run, it will give us this PYTHON, because I said it will traverse. So if I'll say, let's example, for val in Python print val, what will happen?
Sir, error.
It will give error. Name Python, because in case of a string, it traverses by each and every element. The same thing that happened in range. But here I've not given the string, I've given any random value, so it will not do. It will not traverse. It will not have the capability to traverse. Okay, if I'll say fruit is equal to banana, apple, and say mango, and I'll say orange. Okay, I'll say for fruit, for fruit in fruits, print fruit. So now what will happen?
Sir, it prints the fruit list of fruits in a vertical way, horizontal way.
Or it will give type like B, then A, then N, then A, then N, then A, then A, then P.
Correct, sir.
No, so I'm just asking, because I'm just asking from you guys.
Yes,
No,
sir. Yes.
it will print the whole name, na sir? Banana, apple, mango, orange.
Orange. Why? But earlier, like when I typed Python, it has printed PYTHON separately. Now you're saying it will print banana, apple.
This is list, na? You are accessing from the list, and
Yeah. So the thing is, it will go to one level down in traversing. It will not go to two level down. It will traverse the values in one level. So this list, it will go to the elements of whatever has been passed to it. The thing that has been passed to it is this fruits, this list. So it will go to each element of a list. It will know to go to the second level. Here it will go to each element of this string. In case anything that is being passed does not have any level, second level to it, it will say this is not defined or this is not traversed. So if I'll do like this, run, it will say banana, apple, mango, and orange. With me, anybody any doubt?
No, sir, it's clear.
Okay, so let's take a 5-6 minute quick break, and I'll just a bio break, and I'll come after that, and we'll cover this in like we'll cover some more examples of it.
Okay.
So it's 9:47. We will be back by 55. 9:48, 9:55 only. I'll start by 9:55. So guys, I'm back. So I'll say another thing which I'll say is um, okay, the same example. If I'll say fruit, comma, and is equal to say comma, like this. Guys, can we start? Sorry, I didn't ask.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so we can.
Yes, sir.
So it will give the format in this format, like this. It will end it with commas and it will take the things up. Same in the case of range. If I'll say for I in,
Sir, can you please repeat?
okay, sorry. So if I'll say for fruit, I just added end is equal to comma. This means that whatever earlier it was ending like it was coming to, so like this. But in case I want it to be end with comma, I'll say end is equal to comma. And it will place comma after the end of every value that is being printed. Like this.
Sir, what happen if we use separate in the place of and?
So come again.
Sir, what if we use separate in the place of and? Separate.
Separate. Okay, let me try. I'll say
Yes.
SCP like this. This is the thing you want me to do?
Yes, sir. I want to check once.
Okay. It is end is equal to thing which I have tried, and it's end is equal to
Comma.
whatever the thing. I'll say hash percentage, whatever. Will do that. So if I'll say for I in range 1 to 10, and I want to execute the second value in it, I'll say comma 2. Print I. So it will, after 1, it will skip one value. So that is, it will jump after skipping the value. So it will skip the second value, come to third, skip the next value 4, come to 5. It will print every second value in it. If I'll say 5, let's say I'll say run, it will print the every fifth value. If I on the same line, if I'll say for I in range 1 comma 10 comma minus 1. So that is example. Print, sorry, I. So any idea what will happen?
Sir, it will be minus 8. It shows the 8. The answer will.
So it will print on, okay,
It print 1 to 8. Maybe.
it is not printing. Print I in range 1 to 10 minus 1. Ideally it should print. Why it is not printing? Just give me a second. It should print actually. Okay. So I need to basically mention it in here. So 10 to 1. Okay. Let's say run. So it will print from 10 to 1, and it will reduce it by 1.
So why it stopped on 2, sir, and not on 1?
It will never, so over the top as well, if I'll say 1 to 10, So it didn't go to 10. That is the last value. It always stops one value before the last value. That is the thing with Python all the time. In case you don't specify anything, for example, I'll do this. Sorry, I'll do this. Range 10. In case you don't specify anything, it will start with 0 automatically. And it will not take the value that has been specified. So here as well, the earlier when 10, comma 1, comma -1, I'll say run. It will not take the value that is the value on which it has been ending that the user has specified.
So what if we don't write -1 there?
Here, like this,
Yes.
it will print. Okay, here it will not print anything. So if I'll say let us try one more thing. Is the screen visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll say fruits for I in range len fruits print fruits. What will happen? So what will be the outcome of this?
Yeah, sir, you should give index from fruits.
Yeah. So let me ask from the people like who are new to it. So I know I need to give the index, but I've been asking from those people. Here I'll say len fruit. What is len fruit? 0, 1, 2, 3. So if I'll say here fruits, I'll say len fruits. I'll run this. It will say 4. Because it will execute from 0, 1, 2, 3. And I'll say, what is range 4? It will say 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. If I'll say range len fruits, what does it mean? If I say for I in range len fruits print I, what will happen? Zero, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it has just mentioned the values. So okay, are you getting what I'm trying to show?
Yes, sir.
If I on the other hand, if I'll say
Basically, it's
for
giving range
I
of 4,
in
right?
range of 4, yes, range of 4. That's why that's the thing. If I'll say for I in fruits print I. So now what will happen?
It gives the fruit's name.
Yeah, it has initially given the range, then the fruit's name. So here, let's say example, I need fruits and the index I. So it will go to the fruits. Index 0 is banana, so it will give you the value of banana. So for example, I'll say now as well it will print this, because if I'll say fruits, zero, it will print zeroth value of it, banana. So if I'll do this, it has been printing this. If I will, okay, just give me a second. Okay, so if we are fine with the four, okay. So before this, so guys, just to let you know, tomorrow there won't be any class because tomorrow I won't be available. So we have a class on Friday, not tomorrow, that is Thursday.
Means on 5th you are available, right?
Yeah, because I'll not be in town. So tomorrow there is no class, but on Friday there will be.
Okay. Sir, one small question regarding this.
Mhm.
When do we actually use this len function?
So len is whenever we need to measure the length of anything, we use the len function. If you will say len, whenever you need to measure the length of anything, we use the len function. So len, I'll say fruits. So it will give you the length, how many elements it has. If I'll say len, it will give me 3. The 3 characters in the string that I passed.
Okay. Is it applicable to only like string, or it is applicable to other types also, like
Every,
upper
everything.
Okay. Dictionary also, sir?
Everything.
Oh, okay, sir.
Sir, for range, it will applicable or not?
Range as well. So range is basically a thing that is commonly used whenever you want it to traverse. So range is used with for loop only, basically for the for loop only. So now let's example. Uh, so this range is applicable whenever we need to access the integer.
Sir, I am asking length is applicable for range or not? Length of range of
No. If I say okay, let me see. Length range 0 to 5. Is the thing you are saying?
yes.
See, 6.
Okay.
So this length will measure anything that can be measured in the integer things, and this range is also applicable to the integers.
So
Okay.
why the output is 6?
0, 1.
0 to 6, there are 7 elements including.
No, it will not count 6 when I will. If I'll say 4, I in range 0,6 print I. So how many elements it will give me?
0 to 5,
So how many elements will be there?
6 elements.
Yes, that's why it is giving 6 as a range.
No, length is in 0 to 6, so it will 7, na? Because it start in Python, indexing start from 0.
Yeah, but it will not cover the last element. So
No, in upper one, so line number 139, length range 0
no,
to 6. That's
length rate 0 to 6 means the value from 0 to 5 only. So the last value is not included whenever you work in Python.
sorry, sir.
So the last value is not included whenever you work in Python. So if you specify 0 to 10, it will take the values from 0 to 9 only.
Yeah, that's why I was you, sir. If I run this program length range 0 to 6, so when I thinking the answer, I thinking the output is 0 to 5. It's giving 6. If we means consider 0 to 6, so there are seven elements. If we use indexing by 0.
No, so that's what I'm saying, that whenever you work in Python, this whenever you specify the range 0 to 6, either through length or through I, like traverse through for loop, it has stored only 5 elements only. Sorry, 6 elements only. That is 1 to 5 and 0. So
So,
that's why, yeah.
So this indexing start from 0 is only applicable for loop.
No, everywhere. So if I'll say, okay, just give me a second. If I'll say ls is equal to a comma b comma c comma say d. Okay, if I'll say ls 0, then it will be
A.
Because here as well the indexing starts from 0. Everywhere indexing starts from 0 only.
Sir, what if we use length function here? So it shows 4, 0 to 3.
So okay. I'll say len ls, it will be 4. I'll say len ls
It will be 3.
4.
Why,
0
sir?
1. So count 0, 0th element, first
Yes.
element,
Yes.
second element. So length is counting. So if I'll say like either start from 0 or 1, how many students are there in class? If we'll start with 0 or 1, it will come, it is not a sum, it is a count.
Okay. I got it, sir, now.
Okay.
Yeah, sir. I got it. Okay,
Okay.
sir. Thank
Okay. So okay, let me tell you the another thing. Okay, let me tell you another thing. So let me give you an example. You need to tell me what will be the output. I'll say 4. Sorry. I in range 5, 0, -1. Print I. So what will be the output?
So 5 to
5,
1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Huh?
5 to 1.
5 to
1.
okay. Let me see. 5 to 1. So here, in case I want to separate it by commas, then what will I do?
Use AND for.
Use
AND. We were use AND here.
yeah, and we'll use and. So that's the thing I wanted you to revise. And equal to, I'll say comma. I'll say run like this. Anybody any doubt till here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, if I'll say A is equal to range 0 to 10. Okay, I'll say B is equal to list A. What will happen?
Sir, it prints 0 to 9 in list.
If I'll say B,
No,
0 to 9.
9.
So because we have stored it in a list. So if I'll say, yeah. So if I'll say C is equal to, so it's same, list range 0 to 9, it is same. I'll say like this. So it is same. It is same as like this. I've executed in a single statement like this. If I'll say C, it will be same. No. So okay, 0 to 10 is the thing I mentioned about the top. 10. I'll say run. It will be same. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. Now the another thing is do you know what are functions? So this doesn't mean the loops are covered, but I just give you the introduction of what are functions, and we will include some loop in the functions only. So that's why I've given you the function, the example of functions, a very small function. Do you know what is a function in Python? What is a function normally? So if I'll say what is function, so if I'll say what is function, so function is nothing but a group of statements to be executed to perform a particular task. If I'll say so if I'll say let's example, in our home, what usually happens, I have a box that is known as a first aid box. So in the first aid box, what do we find in our homes? We find n number of things into that. So anything pertaining to first aids are available in the first aid box. So if I'll say first aid box is a function with different elements in it, we require it, we open that function, or we open that first aid box whenever any of the element or the elements are required. So it's an encapsulation of various statements together to perform a specific task. So if I'll give an example, if I simply say that normally we define this function with like def statement in Python. If I'll say def, I'll say A, B, C, I'll say N, I'll say if n greater than 0, print say greater than 0, else less than 0. So here I have defined a function. So whenever I use a keyword def, the Python recognizes that what I have been trying to do, I've been trying to define a function. So this function, this n, is a value that I have passed over here, which the user will pass. So let's example. If I run this, let's see what will happen. I have defined the function. If I say ABC and 10. So it says greater than 0. So what I've been doing, I have defined a function. Function is this if statement that I mentioned earlier. The if statement which I mentioned earlier. Now earlier I was asking like giving this n as an input or giving this n as a value to the if statement that I have been passing. But here, whenever I need to test this statement, I can simply call ABC, whether the okay, if I'll say def check your number, check your vote, and I'll say n, if n greater than 18, if I'll say n less than 18, print you cannot vote. I'll say you can vote. For example. So I'll run this. So now I'll say check your vote, and I'll say 19, and I'll say run it. It says you can vote. So instead of passing all these if statements, I have encapsulated this if statement, all these if statements, into a single function. So instead of calling these if statements multiple times or using this statement multiple times, you can input the value, statement will be executed for you to check the values. The statements that have been passed within this will be executed basis this. Anybody any question till now?
No, sir.
Okay. So now let's example. We'll try another thing in it. Another very important thing. So I'll say print. I'll say print. Here I'll say print 0. Here I'll say print 1. I'll run this. I'll say check your vote. 19. I'll say run. It says 1. If I'll say P is equal to, or I'll say vote is equal to check your vote. I'll say 19. I'll say run. Okay, I'll say vote. Vote does not have any value in it. So did you get what I have been trying to do?
Yes, sir.
Everybody in this room is able to get what I'm trying to do.
Yes, sir.
So in case anybody is not getting what I have been doing, then do let me know. I'm fine to explain again. Anybody wants me to explain? Because normally in case the people are not aware about the functions, they want me to explain 2-3 times. But in case the group is very much aware about the functions and what I've been trying to do, why the value of 1 is not coming into the vote, why, how I define the function, why I define the function, what is a function. If anybody has these type of questions, then I'm pretty much fine. And normally this thing happens that people ask this type of questions. So if the people are thinking, if I'll ask this question, then what will what will be the impression and all the things, then don't worry about the thing. If you're not clear, then just raise your voice and say I'm not clear. I'm fine to repeat again. And if you're clear, then I'll proceed, because after this, whatever I'll be showing is one level up than this. Clear? Okay, if it is clear, let me ask with somebody here. Okay, first one is Ashwari. It will be
Ashwarya, yes, sir.
Ashwarya. Yeah. So, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my question is, why the value of 1 didn't go to this vote?
So because the function is check your vote.
The function is
Check your vote.
so when I say check your vote like this, if I run this is a value 1. But when I
Yes.
assign this one to this vote like this, and if I say vote, it is not giving me any value. Why so? Is my question.
Maybe because the function cannot be assigned to any other value.
No, function can be assigned. Function can be. So here the thing is, whatever the output is 1 only. So I'm assigning this 1 to this vote. So ideally this means the same statement. Vote is equal to 1, or I'll say v is equal to 1, and I'll say run, and I'll say v. So it is 1 only. So it's same task, but it is not assigning this to this. So it is not function. Whatever the output of the function is, it is not getting assigned to vote. So let me ask from somebody else as well. I understand that this will be your question, and that's why I didn't proceed and I stopped here only, because normally people have doubts over here. So I'll say
So I did not understand this point.
which point, like why this one has not been assigned to vote automatically when I said vote is equal to check your vote 19. Is that the point you're talking?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I'll come to that. Let me ask from somebody else. I actually want to see if somebody knows the reason of it. So I'll come to the second person, Alka. Alka, am I audible? Alka, yeah, Alka. Yeah. So why this one has not been assigned to this vote?
Because it doesn't have a return value.
Yeah. So that's the thing I want to listen. So if I'll say here, instead of print, I'll say return 0, I'll say return 1, and I'll run this, and I'll say ABC 10, oh sorry, check your vote 19. This is 1 only. And if I'll say vote is equal to check your vote 19, it is the same. And if I'll type vote now, I'll say run, it will give the value 1. So whenever we use the print in any of the function, then it will only display, it will not store. So in case we want the value to be returned or stored, we use the return statement instead of print statement. So that's the thing which I would like to make from here, that this is one of the frequently asked question and frequently used thing. And the prime difference between print and return is whenever we use return statement instead of print, so the function will get the capability to get the value stored in whichever variable we are assigning. So the function has the capability to return the value, else the function will keep on printing the output. It will not return the value that can be stored. Are you guys with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that is the difference. So for today I'll just cover the beginning of a function, but the loop has not yet finished. So I'll cover the bit of the loops and function initially, then I'll go to the, so not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So tomorrow, just to reiterate, tomorrow there is no class. I'll be out of town, so I'll be resuming day after tomorrow. Okay guys, so let me revise it for you. So today what we have covered, we have started with the if statements.
Sir,
Yeah.
what is X range?
What is?
X range.
Can you write it for me? X
So
range.
X. What is X range? I mean, sir, I heard someone it's stored the objects, but I don't understand the whole concept behind it. That's why I asking.
So like this.
X.
This X.
Yes,
This
sir.
X.
Yes, sir.
So it is saying X range is not defined. So let me see. What are you trying? What are you saying? X range in Python. So there will be something.
Sir, I'm reading the same thing, but I didn't understand the concept and how it's working. That's why.
Okay. It's a generator object. So generator is basically a different thing. So whenever we return some of the things in Python, so the thing is, so generator has a different concept. So you won't understand it right now. It refers to the memory. So where it has been stored. Got it?
Yeah, sir.
Generator has a different concept in Python.
Okay, sir.
So, okay, so let me reiterate the things. So today we started with the if statement, if, then we have started else, elif, and then we have started with the for loops. So if statement has basically a thing followed by else. In case we have multiple else's, we use elif, and like it has a the symmetry is very important to the if statement that we write for any of the if statement or any of the for loop. So that basically defines the range of a function and range of the if statement. Then we go on ahead for the for loop. We have seen the for loop to an extent only, and we have seen the functions as well. And the important point that we have seen is the difference between the range and the print in the functions. So these are the things that we have covered today, and a bit of range as well. So these are the things that we have covered today. So anybody, any doubt on it till now?
Sir, before you end, can you quickly explain Elif function once again?
Which function?
Elif.
Alif. Okay. So Alif is nothing but if we have multiple else in any of the print statement that we do, say if this happens, then this. Say here I will say else. So if I'll say like this. So thing is, if we have, so I'm just telling you the syntax, so the statements might differ. So if we have multiple else in any of the if statement, so instead of using multiple, because else is when we have only two conditions, if and else. If we have three conditions, if age is less than 18, then you cannot vote. If age is between 18 to 30, you can vote under the guidance. Let's say example, if the age is more than 30, then we'll say you can vote. So here we cannot use a simple if and else statement. We have three conditions, so we have to use if and if, else with the if, and final if nothing happens, what will come to the end is else, and we use the else statement. Is it fine?
Sir, can you explain with the example in 91?
In 91, come again. Okay.
The input 91, yeah.
Okay. If I'll say pass any number, I'll say 10. Okay, we'll say 5. It has given 5. So what it has done? If n, does it 10 ampersand 3 is equal to 0? No. And is if both the statements are true. Are the both statements true? No. Then it will come to Alif. That if it is, if n 10 ampersand 3 is equal to 0, it will say no. Then finally it will come to the final else statement. In case it would be a scenario where it would have been, say, if and else only, not Alif, then whatever the condition, if it is not met, it will come to else. But now we have specified three conditions, so it will come to the second one to be checked in case the first is not executed, and then it will come to the final else statement.
What if you pass number 8?
Number 8. Okay. Yeah. So that's the thing. So I said I'm just explaining you the thing. So it is not the thing like I made this program. So it is saying enter, it will say 5. So that's why I mentioned, like I'm just explaining you this concept that it will first come to this statement. So let's example, I'll say Lf n ampersand 5 equal to 0, print 5, and I'll say else print let's example. I'll do this. No, it has not gone here. I need to do this. So run. Okay. First let me try this. We'll say like this. Now I'll come to this and say run. Just give me a second. see. I'll say run. Why it is not happening? Just go. Let's say let me try with my one. Let's say is any statement that I have passed over the top that is under execution. Okay, if I'll say n input any number, I don't know why it is not executing. Just give me a second. I'll say 2 plus 2. I'll say run. It is not executing.
So you have to close the Jupyter notebook and start again.
Yeah. Let me copy it. Let me paste it somewhere. And I'll explain it. I'll say file, download as a PDF. I'll say file, download as .py. Now did you get it?
Yes, sir.
So whatever is not being getting into the Elsif, Alif, Alif, then the finally it is come as else. It is coming as else.
Got
Okay.
it, sir.
Okay. So guys, we'll start on Friday at same time 8:30, and I'll start sharply by 8:35.
And so what about the notes?
Notes are available in the LMS portal, and these notes which I have been just sharing with you, this will also be getting uploaded to the LMS portal tomorrow.
In the LMS portal, the notes which are available are different.
Okay, so I'll get these notes to be uploaded on the LMS portal tomorrow. Tomorrow by
Okay.
noon you can check.
Okay.
Okay.
Yesterday's class also.
Yeah. So I have been referring to these two files. Just give me a second. These two files, both the things. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, guys. So thank you very much. We'll meet on Friday at same time 8:30, and I'll start sharp at 8:35.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.